guys, I'm Aveline and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating an apartment and this is in Spice District. I don't remember exactly the address of this apartment, but it says up in the upper left corner. I just can't read it because it's way too small and also blurry for me right now on my screen. But you can see it up in the left corner, and in case it's way too small for you to read or something, you can also read it in the description down below, where the price of the apartment and also how many bedrooms and bathroom there is in the apartment, and also some other stuff like how many Sims there's room for. All that stuff is always written in the description of my videos, so if you're curious about any of that stuff, definitely just scroll down and read the description and it should all be there. But yeah, we're decorating this apartment today. The floor plan looks so weird, but I swear I did think about it. It's not just randomly placed walls. I did try to make sure that it was usable and there was some meaning behind the walls and stuff. I built in some extra closets here and there because I did get some comments about not really building closets in my builds, so I figured this would be a good one to do that actually, because we're building this or decorating this apartment for teen parents, and often when I do these kinds of builds like teen mom house or teen dad house or teen mom apartment or something like that, I'll get comments from some people thinking that, or just commenting on the whole teen parent thing, and this is a game. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be here judging how people play their games, so I just get requests to do these builds and I'm like, sure, let's do it. You can always use it for a young adult couple. It doesn't just have to be for teen parents. You can always just, if you got a sim that fits this kind of aesthetic that I'm going for, definitely just move them into this apartment. But yeah, I don't really know how people play their games. I know it requires a mod to play as a teen parent too, I think, because teens can't get pregnant in The Sims, can they? I don't think so. Something tells me no. So I think you need a mod to be able to do that. But again, like, I don't judge how people play their games. If they want to play as teen parents, that's up to them. I know that there's a lot more messed up mods out there, to be honest, so I'm just gonna, yeah, it's fun to do apartments in this kind of aesthetic. We're going for a very colorful interior, as you can probably tell already. I went all out with the colors and I had so much fun with it. I really just enjoyed decorating with so freaking much color, because yesterday's build was not so colorful. It was black and white and gray, wasn't it? And I think the past two tiny houses that I've done this week, not the tiny barn house, but the other one, the luxurious tiny house, that one was like fairly colorless as well. So it was just really nice to sit down and go all in with all the colors, and yeah, I hope you guys like it, even though it is a bit crazy, but I had a lot of fun with it. So also, what was it? The Scandinavian apartment I did last week, that was also really colorless. That was black, white, and gray as well. What's going on with me? I always add a lot of color to my interiors, and it's like I've done a 180 and there's like no color left in my builds. And now I'm going all in, but like crazier than usual. I don't know. Anyways, it's also almost 3 a.m. by the way, if you're wondering why I'm rambling like this. It's a little bit late, so excuse me, you've been warned. But yeah, this apartment is for a pair of parents, and I have decorated it in a very playful kind of teen way, but not saying that this suits all teens, of course, not saying that this is every teen's taste. It's definitely more on the childish side, I want to say, because it's very colorful. But again, just had a lot of fun with it. And then they also got room for a toddler. I actually also made sure that there is room for a streamer or possibly someone who uploads videos, because this little office space that you can see, there's a glass door into this little very small room, very narrow room. I ended up putting one of the recording tables in there because it's been a while since I've used it the last time, and I figured it would just kind of be like, that's a very teen thing to do, isn't it? I don't really know, like a teen who wants to be a famous YouTuber or something like that. I feel like that would fit into this apartment. For some reason, I felt like it in the moment, so I put it in there. I was also trying to make all the furniture look kind of cheap-ish, because I did get some comments on my past teen builds that like they're a little bit too decorated and some of the furniture is a little bit too nice. It's not really supposed to be realistic, it's just a game, so I like to go all in with decor or with decorations. So of course it's gonna look a little bit pricey in the end because it's so decorated. But I did try to choose the pieces that definitely looked more like they could come from IKEA or something. Also, these counters, they're not my favorite ones. They look a little bit plasticky to me. I've mentioned that before, I think earlier this week as well, actually. Or it might have been in the apartment build I did last week, the Scandinavian apartment, because I think I used the same counters. But there's something about them that just looks, they look plasticky to me, like there's no texture on it or something. So they look like they could come from IKEA. Not saying that everything from IKEA doesn't have a texture on it, but some of the stuff that comes with IKEA or comes from IKEA is definitely more on the plasticky side. I like IKEA, don't get me wrong, like IKEA is my home, but some of it definitely looks a little bit plasticky, so I figured those counters would fit this apartment as well. I've also used a fair amount of stuff from both, I think, Kids Room Stuff Pack and also possibly a few pieces from City Living, like the dining chairs that I'm using. Definitely a lot of stuff from base games such as the counters that I was talking about before, but also the dining table is also from base game because a lot of the stuff that looks like it could come from IKEA is actually base game. It's some of the very cheap stuff that we got with base game that they use for starter houses. Also the fridge and the stove, again base game, so definitely a lot of base game stuff in this house, but also especially stuff from Parenthood because a lot of that has a very nice kind of like young, colorful teen aesthetic, so I figured that would fit this apartment very well as well. I really like how the toddler's room turned out for some reason, even though it's very small and kind of narrow, but there's a changing table in there, and I never put those kind of things in toddler rooms for some reason. So I was really happy about that, but we'll see that later on. This is the parents' bedroom, so again, a very colorful room. I think I actually ended up changing the wallpapers as well to one of the ones from Parenthood to add a little bit extra color to the interior. So I decided to use that in the living room or the common area as well, because it is a combined living room and also dining room. So I felt like the white walls were just a little bit too plain against all the colorful interior. I know that white walls in apartments are very common, but again, we're going for not necessarily a super realistic vibe to this place. It's just all the color, basically. I also decided to put some of these collectibles in here on the desk, where possibly one of the parents could be doing some kind of freelance work if that's possible in-game, because they do have a laptop there. I figured a laptop would be more, like fit a teen a bit more than a desktop, but again, like, I know nothing about that. A teen could possibly also have a desktop, like a full setup as well, if they saved up for it or something, of course, or maybe they're just lucky enough to have parents that would buy you that. I just know when I was a teen, I had a laptop and not a desktop, even though I desperately wanted a supercomputer. I didn't get one until like 2.5 years ago, don't fully remember, but around the time that I started YouTube actually, I finally got my dream computer. So anyways, so I feel like it's common for teens to have laptops, also so they can bring them to work, or not to work, to school as well. So I decided to go for a laptop. There was a lot of thought put into that laptop apparently. But yeah, the collectibles again, maybe one of the parents is a bit on the nerdy side. I think that would be kind of cute. I don't know about the other one. Definitely let me know. It could be that the nerdy parent is the one who streams as well, could possibly be, or the nerdy parent just likes to play games on their computer, and also maybe they do some freelance programming in their spare time between taking care of a kid and also going to school. I don't know. Anyways, and then the other parent could be doing the whole streaming YouTube thing, or SimsTube. I don't know what they call it. It would be cute if they called it SimsTube. I don't actually remember, but something tells me they called it SimsTube. Anyways, I don't know. So definitely let me know if you got any ideas for the background story and also the personalities of these Sims. I'm always curious to hear you guys out on that, because you guys come up with the best background stories ever, honestly. So yeah, definitely let me know. But this is the toddler's room, and I don't know what it is about it. I just like how it turned out. It's cute. They got the stickers on the walls, and also the changing table over there. Apparently that word is really difficult for me to say at 3 a.m. in the morning. Hopefully you guys can bear with me. I actually had to decorate this room twice because I forgot to press record, which unfortunately is becoming a habit for me and a little bit frustrating. But I decided to just do it again instead of scrap the whole build, of course, or just cut out the room as well. I figured that would be a little bit weird. So, but it's okay. Sometimes it happens when you do these kind of videos. So, unfortunately, it also counts for the bathroom. I had to redo this as well. It's a pretty simple bathroom though, so it's all good. I think I actually forgot to change one of the dining chairs to a high chair on cam, but it is fixed for the uploaded version of this build and also for the screenshots as well. So there is a high chair in the dining area or by the dining table, just in case you were wondering about that earlier. And yeah, other than that, we just fixed the rest of the bathroom, and we're now moving on to the hallway. And in here, I just put some of the shoe racks and also these clothes hangers on the walls. I don't know what they're called, shelves with clothing hanging down from it. I put in some cabinets as well because I figured with this kind of apartment, it would be nice to have some extra storage space here and there. The same counts for the walk-in closet. Extra storage space is always really nice when you live in a small apartment. So yeah, but anyways, if you like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
It's here with somebody like you. There's something about you and I know why. I'm gonna tell you